Faith, hope, love. You hear those words and you're probably thinking or wondering, like, what do they really mean and what do they have to do with me? Well, in 1 Corinthians, Paul, an early leader of the church, is addressing the church in Corinth. And he's saying, like, hey guys, you were doing so good. And now you're being torn apart because you've lost sight of what matters most. In other words, they took their eyes off of Jesus. And Paul's reminding them that when they were focusing on Jesus, they were experiencing the things of the kingdom. And he continues telling them that what they were experiencing of the kingdom now is only a sliver of what we're gonna one day experience. That our relationship with God right now is only a picture of we will one day see for ourselves in the kingdom. And that's when Paul says these three things remain: faith, hope, and love. In essence, he's telling the church that of all the things to know, this is what we do know: faith, hope, and love. This is what we can hold on to, what we can experience here and now as followers of Jesus. And the first one is faith. See, faith shows the reality of what we hope for. It's the evidence of things we cannot see. Faith tells us that we can move forward in life, not because of what we see, but because of what Jesus has said. Not because of what we do, but because of what he's already done. That even though we don't physically see God with our eyes, we have confidence in who he is and what he's done. Like, that is faith. And all over the Bible, God talks to us about faith. People ask Jesus to increase their faith. Jesus says to other people, you of little faith. Like, faith is a big deal in the kingdom. And we talk about it so often that sometimes in our attempt to grow our faith, we look at ourselves. We do it by trying harder, by figuring out how to manufacture it in our life. But that's not how faith works. In Hebrews 12:2, we're told that when we fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, everything changes. In other words, whenever we fix our mind, our eyes, and our heart's attention on who God is and what he's done, man, we take ourselves and our ability and our performance out of the equation, and that's where our faith can grow. He, Jesus, is the author of our faith. He's the one who perfected our faith. And so whenever we need to be confident in things that we don't seem to see or that they're not realities in our life yet, like when we don't see it, when we don't feel it, like we turn to Jesus. But how do we do that? How do we fix our eyes on Jesus? Well, take a look at this with me. These are the names of Jesus. And what I want you to do is pick the one that your heart is being drawn to and think about what that actually means. For instance, if you choose that Jesus is my Savior, think about why. How is that true of him in your life? And I want to encourage you, like, write it down, remind yourself of it. And as you do, that's fixing your eyes on Jesus. And that's how our faith grows and how we get to experience more of the realities of the kingdom in our lives.